Awesome, thanks. I am actually showing you how to get ready for sweet potato casserole for Thanksgiving.
Oh, excellent. I'm excited. Take it away.
Awesome, thanks. I love the holidays, and one of my favorite things for the holidays is eating. So I have this recipe that has been in my family for a very long time. I love this recipe and I love sharing it. And it uses a lot. We're using a lot of our Tupperware products. All right. So, and this is something that you can do at your parties, right? You can show them, you can be live at your parties, or you can do this live in your virtual. You can also too, so what you can do is you can take a bunch of pictures as you are going through all of these products. All right, take pictures of what it is that you're doing, all the steps for prepping. All right, so what are the steps for prepping? Well, we got to peel your sweet potatoes. All right, and I did that, and I'm sad because right now we don't have our peeler. However, when it comes back, y'all need to get the peeler, all right? And because they are amazing, and when you use it and you fall in love with it, just like any of our other products, then when it comes around and you can have your customers fall in love with it as well, and then they need it, right? And then they need to give it for other people. So anyway, I already started cutting them up. So the sweet potato casserole it uses real potatoes, and we do peel them up and then we just cut them up. All right. So, and I love our Chef Series knife for doing that because these potatoes are hard. You can't really see that. Let me do that. All right, can you see a little bit better? But anyway, potatoes are hard. So I love the Chef Series knife because it's so nice and it cuts right through your potatoes. It cuts through potatoes, your squash, um, your pumpkins. All right. All right. These are awesome. Your watermelon, all of them. So anything that you need to cut through. And it also cuts through your frozen meats too. All right. So, but I already did prep some of these up. And I am using our bags. All right. So what I love about these silicone bags is that they are multi-useful. So you can put them in your car, you can put them in your bag, you can put them in your lunch bag, you can have snacks in them. Right? There's so many fun things that you can do with these, and you can also freeze in them. And so meal prepping is sometimes essential, especially when you have three kiddos who are have you all over the place, right? Or they have dance, they have basketball, there's games. And so when it comes time to the holidays, you want to be able to relax a little bit. So why not do the meal prepping ahead of time? All right. So in our silicone bag, on our large one, which I'll go ahead and chop the rest of these potatoes up too and put them in here. Um, I haven't seen they're all chopped up. And so I can just put them in here, close this up, and then freeze it. And then when it is time to cook them up, I just have to pull them out and then I can cook them up. And I'm going to share with you guys how to do that in a moment. But what's really awesome is that we have a container that you can keep your potatoes in to keep those from going bad fast as well, right? So when you are sharing these recipes, make sure you have all the essentials or talk about all the essentials, right? If you don't have it on hand, show pictures of it, all right? And be like, this is on my wish list. Is it on your wish list? All right, so use things like that. And also something that goes on top of my sweet potato casserole is pecans and cereal. So not only am I showing the potato keeper and the knives and the peeler, but our cereal stores too, because it uses cereal in the topping. All right. And we're going to crunch that up, but I don't have to do that right now, but I can do that later. But we can put it in here and just crunch it up because that would be fun for the kids to do. Right. So I am going to show you how easy it is to chop up your pecans. All right, so okay. This, like I said, this recipe has been around for a long time. So I can remember as a child and anyone else with me, remember your mom, maybe your grandma that had that glass, like a little glass globe, right? And then on top of it was like this metal piece. And with all these little things inside, like little key things, and it had a little crank. And so you put the nuts in there and then you would crank it. You remember that? And then it'd be hard, they get stuck, it wasn't easy to clean. But that's how my mom used to chop her nuts. And it was fun. It was fun for me to do. And it is a memory that I will always have. But this is a new memory that my kids will always have is helping me chop up our nuts and super easy and super easy to chop it up and super easy to clean it up as well. All right. So, and there the little chopper is part of the big set, right? And or you can just get it and they can in for $50 or part of any of the other sets that we have right now, which are amazing sets, right? But so it's so easy, so easy. I love these. Do you know that pecans are actually really good for you? Um, they are. They're really good. So they're heart healthy. They can actually help aid in losing weight. All right. And as long as you eat them in moderation, of course. But they also have lots of minerals and vitamins and antioxidants in them. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this and chop up. Now you can buy them that are already chopped, but you get way more for the buck when you chop your own. All right. And look at that. That was just like how many? I didn't count. Was it like 3 poles? Something like that. So I have these chopped up. I'm not sure if they're all going to fit in this little bag. So we're going to use our medium size bag. All right. Yeah, they'll probably fit in the small one, but oh well, that's okay. We can just do that this way. So, and what else is that, well, so you can store them, you know, just in your modular mates, right? When you're not eating them or in another one of your containers, but they only last in airtight container for a few weeks. Did you know that? That's what I heard anyway at room temperature. However, when you freeze them in an airtight container, like our silicone bags, they can last up to 1 to 2 years. All right, so that was 3 polls. I counted that time. And I think I'll pull it one more time. So 4 polls. All right. Yep, that looks good. All right. So, but what's really nice is that they are going to stay nice and fresh in our silicone bag. And also, when it comes time to meal prep or to like on Thanksgiving Day, all I have to do is pull these bags out of the freezer and then I can put them in my Ultra Pro because that's what I'll bake it in is my Ultra Pro, right? And yeah, I totally could have put that in a smaller bag. It's all good though, right? Guys, so, but put it in there and it would be awesome to go. And so on here, I'm just going to write with my marker. So this is a dry erase marker, all right? Pecans. Now I probably shouldn't have done green on green, but you can kind of see it. So that's okay. All right. But it will work better on here. I guess I don't really have to write it on here, but it'll be all right. And then today's date. So you should always date things. Today, gosh, is the 2nd. Yeah, today's the 2nd already. So when it's time to actually cook these up, what's really going to be awesome is that they're going to all be peeled and cut, right? And then we'll take our 4-in-1, which this is one of our premium products. I love our premium products because they help us save time in the kitchen, right? Just like this set here, all of our silicone bags. Now it is an awesome deal to get all 4 of them. I believe it's like 60 some dollars, right? And then you get your pressure or your 4-in-1, which you can do rice. All right, it comes with attachments to rice, and it is a steamer. All right. And in this piece, there is a metal coat inside of the Tupperware. So, and there's also a metal inside of this piece of Tupperware and this colander. And so that is all going to block all of those microwaves. All right. So when you have people are like, I don't know about cooking in the microwave, this thing is amazing. And so it actually, it cooks it only with steam. And so you want to make sure, always make sure you have water in the bottom of your dish. All right. Otherwise you can burn it. And if somebody forgets to put the water in, make sure you pull it out before it is too bad. All right. So, but anyway, you put your water down in there. Then I'm going to have the potatoes. So I'll just stuff these right into the colander, put the lid on, and I'll put it in the microwave for 15 minutes on high. And then I'll just let it sit for a little bit. And what's really awesome is when it's done, you want to make sure that when you take this lid off, you pull it up like this and not like this, because that will be a steam that you will not like. All right. But then you can either dump some of this water out, or instead of using like butter, I have used that water and I have put my potatoes right down inside of there and just mashed them up. And I use the water and the potatoes, and then I add to it what do I add to it? I add to it a little bit of brown sugar and maybe a little bit of butter. But it's so yummy and it's so awesome because you're using one container to do all of your cooking. All right. So and then you could serve it if you didn't want, if you were having mashed potatoes, you could serve it inside of here. I do that all the time as well. However, since it's sweet potato casserole, then I will put this into my Ultra Pro and bake that with the yummy topping on top. So it's super fun, super easy, and you can show this at your parties and talk about it. All right, talk about what you do for your Thanksgiving or holidays.